Letter addressed to the Honorable Matteo Luna, from Cade Nomenson, delivered to Matteo Luna. My Lord Luna, do not balk at the use of your honorific in the address of this correspondence. I know part of you clings to the tradition of the aristocracy that noble is something that can be bestowed or rescinded, but in the Wild Homes, noble is not a title. It is a description. A description one earns through their actions. You have more than earned it in my eyes, so I shall continue to refer to you as such. I ramble even in writing, and I have not dispatched this letter as a treatise on comparative etiquettes, of which, I assure you, my major domo has required I write, but rather as an invitation. Partaking of your company at the presenting ceremony was as wonderful as it was unexpected. But learning of your dear heart's passing was a devastating blow to my heart. Knowing what I know of your arrangements, you have spent the time since projecting to the world strength and competence so that none may suspect your absolute internal dissolution. In my professional opinion, you need a moment to drop the mask, or you shall go mad. I simply cannot have that. Please indulge me, my friend. Arrive at my parkside address in 2 days. Bring your darling angel. My staff have been instructed to utilize the guest rooms for themselves, to bring their children, and to have full reign of the kitchen, pantry, and larder. Once they are settled for their little carnival, you and I shall visit some business establishments, which I feel will give you a window onto the ways of socializing and grieving in the Wild Homes. Anonymity guaranteed. Yours in all things, Cade Nomenson. Letter addressed to Lord Luna Reyna Dali, from Cade Nomenson, delivered to Lord Luna Reyna Dali. Lord Dali, the joy I felt in your presence at the presenting ceremony was refreshing, needed, and overdue. I'm happy to see the guidance you sought from me regarding business is aiding you in your endeavors. It is your endeavors, as much as expressing appreciation for our reunion, that occasions this letter. I have an idea which will be properly scandalous in a way that will appeal to you. I feel your unique skill sets are the best way forward for this. It is well outside the norms for someone outside the peerage to host an event. Meticulous research has revealed there is no actual prescription from this. My instinct tells me now is the time to enlarge the cultural window, if you'll allow me a metaphor. I would like to host a ball of sorts at one of my newer properties in the city. I have a few requirements for this event. 1, it highlights the culture of the Wild Homes and its theme. 2, it features the art of my client Lacuna. 3, it is open to the peerage as well as the merchants of the capital. Aside from that, I trust your genius. Please send me an estimate for recompense for your time and materials, and I shall see they are reimbursed. Yours truly, Cade Nomenson.
Emma sits at her desk after the debut soiree, dipping her quill into ink in order to pen another letter. From Lady Amalia to Matteo Luna. The letter arrives at the Luna estate and is received by Matteo's mother. Dear Master Luna, your valiant rescue at the debut ceremony was most appreciated. I'm well and truly embarrassed at my own clumsiness. I could not help but be charmed by your lovely daughter, Alejandrita, and in turn watch how she charmed Mr. Nomenson. Both you and she have quite a way with people. I must say, if you're in need of new garb, I urge you to visit my modiste, Miss Emmeline de Quiroga. She does quality work in a reasonable amount of time. After all, a new wardrobe might be a good way to change things up. In addition, Miss Quiroga's shop is quite the cozy place to meet a potential match. Should you require an introduction to be made, Miss Emma is excellent at scheduling a convenient appointment. You may not be looking for love at the moment, but perhaps you may find someone you at least can share somewhat of a friendship with. Humbly, Lady Amalia Thorne, Baroness. Emma continues to write, penning a second letter. From Emma to Cade Nomanson. The letter arrives at the Nomanson estate and is received by Cade's butler, Elias. Dear Mr. Nomanson, you recently expressed a desire to purchase a suit for your artist in residence, Lacuna. I look forward to receiving their measurements so that I may commence work on the garment and have it ready in time for the Withers Ball. I would also be happy to fashion you an appropriate suit for the ball should you require it. After all, the eligibles of the ton would be quick to give a second glance to a gentleman in a well-cut suit. Why, when I've finished, I'm sure plenty of suitors will be dying to have you on the dance card. I look forward to your next visit. Emmeline de Quiroga.
Lady Amalia Thorne. It was such a pleasure meeting you, and I am heartened by your letter. I wish to take you up on your offer. It would be comforting to me if I could see you at your modistes when I first go introduce myself, so that I may get a better sense of how to navigate this complex situation for myself. I find that everything now is harder than it used to be. It would be easier for me if you could do me the kindness of being present to facilitate this introduction and help me feel grounded in this new place. Grateful for your friendship, Matteo Luna. Dearest Cade, it warmed my heart so to see you after too many years, and that you welcomed me back without a care, in spite of the clear cost involved in associating with me under the circumstances, speaks to your indomitable character. It is so good to see you, friend. You feel more like home to me than anything else in this wretched city has in a long time. I would love to do what I can to help with your project in the Wild Homes, and I would love to speak with you more about it whenever you are available. Alejandrita would love to see you as well. It warms her heart too to see her father welcomed by someone with something other than coldness. I do not say that to impose myself upon you. I say it to say thank you. My brother. Your friend always, Matteo Luna.
Dear Honourable Lune, it seems as though you've made quite the entrance to society, did you not? I would surely go to say so. In any other circumstance, I would feel slighted by the rather bold move you made, interrupting my dance with the princess, but who am I to feel so? You surely seem to carry yourself well enough that it's no surprise the princess spent the rest of her night with you. I would love to have a formal introduction, one that isn't swept away by one thing or another, of course. Warmest, Vice Countess Reyna Lourdes. Your Highness, my dearest apologies for our interruption at the ball, although I'm not quite certain an apology is fashionable. Your friend seems to be the one who managed to keep your attention for the remainder of the night, and I am not one to apologize for such things out of my control. Though, remarking on our conversation prior to the interruption, it's rather interesting that you find the weight of war, the weight of the season, that is. Perhaps, if you'll allow me, I can offer you a reprieve without interruptions this time. Yours, Reyna.
Dear Viscountess Lourdes, I hope that this letter finds you well. I first wish to apologize. My haste in reintroducing myself to the Princess Imen was born of time away from the capital, and in my excitement I was taken over by a moment of capriciousness. It was truly not my intention to cause you any distress. In recompense, I would like to invite you to lunch at my family's home. I do hope you will oblige me and allow us to become properly introduced. Lune Arena Dali of Zephyrus. Dear Lord Luna, as this is my first time addressing you, I'll stand on propriety in this moment. However, it has come to my attention that we are alike in that we have little love for all this mess involving the season. I endeavor to stay in the good graces of anyone of similar mind about all this ceremony and the futility therein. I am also of the understanding that you are friends with Mr. Nomenson. He's someone I've come to know rather well, so if you'll forgive the presumption, any friend of Kade's is someone I should like to be friends with myself. I know you have duties as a father, but if you find time, I would like for us to get to know each other. Luna Dolly.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Pocket Dragon Pub. My name is Tadhana Joy, and I will be your game master tonight. We are playing Good Society and telling the story of the secret ways of love and magic. I'm excited to tell a fantastic story with this incredible table. Let's find out more about our storytellers, shall we?
I am Neon Saline, they, she pronouns. I'm playing Lune Arena Dali, any pronouns, and they are a slightly chaotic, agender, bisexual mess who is looking to have a good time.
We love that.
I'm going to popcorn over to DJ.
Hi everyone, I'm DJ. I use any pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Reyna Lourdes, who uses she, her pronouns, Viscountess Reyna Lourdes, to be more specific. And she's doing a lot of things, kind of getting caught with the princess. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, I'll popcorn into Ronan. Ronan.
Hi, I'm graphical Ronan, also known as Jason, but I answer to almost anything. My pronouns are he, him. Ostensibly, I'm playing Cade Nomenson, self-made man, new money on the older side, looking to make up for lost time. He is a he, him as well. That only leaves a Vixie Bell.
Hey everybody, my name is Vixie Bell and I'm your friendly neighborhood player here at the Pocket Dragon Pub. I will be playing Emma Linda Quiroga. Both my pronouns and Emma's are she, her. Emma is determined to live her best and most independent life with her and her cat, Mr. Kensington. Back to you, Tadana.
All right. Thank you all for joining me today. Are you guys ready to play a game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
last episode, we had finished our basically presentation ceremony. Reyna's cousin Tabitha had been presented along with other people, including Lady Mariana. We got the introduction of Lune Dolly, who is amazing and hilarious and apparently really good at kids. We also had the exiting of the prince for some mysterious reasons concerning his own cosmic heirloom. And now, after that ceremony, we have all dispersed. Whatever rumors have happened because of that have happened. And now it's about gaining a reputation tag. So, with all of the events from our previous novel chapter, we're going to go ahead and move to our reputation phase, just based off of the last few scenes. So that would be the scene between Reyna and Lune, and then Cade and Mateo, and then I guess Emma by herself. So we're basing reputation tags off of those. Sorry, Emma, that sounded really sad.
That's the point. She is really sad. She's also a sad girl.
So it can be positive, negative, or neutral if you decided that you didn't do anything negative to society or positive towards society.
What is the word for it's not I'm looking for a word that's not workaholic, but someone who pushes past what they should be doing. Because Emma she basically left Mariana alone and did all this work herself, knowing full well that she is wearing herself thin, like she's burning the candle at both ends.
We want this to be positive or negative?
This is going to be negative.
Is workaholic not good?
Well, workaholic is not really the word I'm looking for. There's another word that I feel like is out there somewhere.
Because workaholic could just be someone who works all the time because they enjoy it. But I think you're coming from the angle that you're doing it to hide from like emotional.
She's pushing herself past the point of exhaustion. Yeah, because
so like overworking or like overexerting yourself.
Or
overtaxing.
Overexerting.
Yeah.
Self-sabotaging.
No, self-sabotaging is the entire conversation with Reyna at the tea table. It's like, no, it's a pity dance. Actually, no. Like here's every single reason Cade would have danced with her that has nothing to do with interest. But yes.
Do you think burnout is a good one yet or not yet? That's too much. I think it's
I think that she's not burnt out, but I do think she's overworked.
Overworked? Okay.
I think overworked and over sounds good. So I'm going to put
overtaxed.
Yeah.
Overtaxed.
Overtaxed sounds more, it doesn't feel right. I feel like overworked is like.
Good one. Okay. Yeah. She has 3 negative reputation tags right now. You have ignorant, unreliable, and overworked. Reputation condition.
Okay.
I think that your reputation condition up until the next novel chapter. After the next novel chapter, you can make all of those negative tags disappear. But I think yours is going to be that you're a little less sharp in terms of social awareness. I think you're tired. I think you're already on the back foot in terms of knowing etiquette and stuff. So you're gonna be, I think, coming from more of a place of reacting on emotions. Is that okay? Does that feel good?
Yeah, it does. She's too much of a professional to let her craft suffer, because the ways that I can think of for someone who's overworked is your work isn't as good as it should be. But she has to survive. This is how she survives. So I don't think she'd let that happen. But I do think that maybe she's just a little she's lacking energy. You can see that she's worn out. She's not as bright or cheery. It's very much, I'm putting my customer service face on because because I have to, but this is a show. There's nothing to back it up right now. You know what I mean? Anyone who's worked retail knows what I'm talking about. Be like, I have put on the mask. I'm doing my best.
Yeah. That's going to be a reputation condition for up until we finish the next novel chapter.
Okay.
So,
resting customer service face. That's
That's Emma.
Yeah. Be careful who sees the mask drop. Okay. Who else has a reputation tag they'd want to put on themselves? Who's ready?
I'm thinking because like it was largely surreptitious the trip to the lower city for the drinking, and probably a lot of the places we went would probably view Cade in a favorable light. You know, because I mean we did specify they're mostly people from the homes themselves.
Yeah.
He patronizes people like that. But
Patrons
maybe
people, not patronizes. Those are two separate concepts.
Patrons.
Patrons people. Yes, that is an excellent correction. But maybe no one recognized Mateo, but maybe someone did notice him, so he has maybe now a reputation of like a carouser.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Is that negative? Probably.
Yeah, it's kind of negative.
He's a party boy.
Yeah, he likes tying one off. I think it's Carouse.
I found it. Thank you. Okay.
I just made it up. I don't know if it's in the list.
No, it's an actual word. Don't worry. Okay,
well, it's a word, but I don't know if it's in the list.
No, you don't have to use the list.
You don't have to use
guideline.
The list. Okay. So
that would be my third negative.
Yeah. I was going to put a reputation tag on you. Although, I don't know. It's funny because you have like one reputation condition still working, and then you have another reputation condition that's negative. I'm going to think on your negative reputation condition in a second. Give me a second.
Solid in business, but he's a cad. So
I think that's kind of like how I imagine it. Like there's like
yeah.
Like
It's like-
he's good at what he does, but also what a dick, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna make. So like you can have.
That's where the love hound comes into.
Stop
dying.
I think okay. So we talked about your positive reputation condition, which is like you can ask people of higher rank for kind of like an audience to get your foot in the door. Your negative condition tag would be like closing that deal is going to be a little bit. You're going to have to work a little harder for it.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Reyna,
Lune?
Lune, I think, is... I'm torn between having it be like kind of a positive thing because they did this privately without like, you know, being too much in front of everybody. But they definitely did low-key give Reyna shovel talk a bit with that whole, what are your intentions with my friend? So one could view that positively. It was like, I'm going to be protective of my friend in a private like incident so we don't have to like have spectators to this. So we can actually have a somewhat honest conversation. But also, I definitely opened up with the, hey, I'm sorry about that thing I did and cut it on your dance. So we should like, I want to apologize. Also, what are you doing with my friend? So it was just like,
Also, what are you doing Friday night?
So I'm not sure whether like which side that falls under.
I think you could either be either one. I think protective is like would be a good tag, but I'd put that as like a positive.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay, I'll do that.
the one positive out of all these negatives.
Everybody's got negative. Reyna.
I don't know.
If it's neutral, that's okay too.
I think I might have to go neutral for this one, which is strange because the last one I did, I think was a positive, and that was because of the interaction with the Baron. Oh, that guy. So yeah, I think I'll say neutral. I have no positive nor negative thoughts about my blood roll right now.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, now that we have our reputation tags added, reputation conditions are given out, we are going to move on to also our upkeep phase, which means anyone who hasn't monologued yet, we need you to monologue. And I'm going to set the scene for you guys. This is going to be 1 or 2 days just before the first big ball of the season is happening. The first big ball of the season is going to essentially kind of set the tone for the rest of it. It will influence how many prospects you have, who these prospects and what kind of prospects are going to call on you, and a myriad of other things. So, as you guys do, as those who have not yet monologued choose their monologue, I would recommend for you to choose a location where you're kind of thinking about the ball, what making a statement for the ball represents to you, and kind of like go with that prompt. Okay, so who wants to start? Or I could also choose.
All right.
Instead.
So I'm pretty sure I spent my monologue token on someone last week, although I'm
I think it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we,
Reyna.
for clarity, are we spending a monologue token or are we actually monologuing? Because that's something I want.
We're just doing the monologue for whoever who has not monologued this cycle yet.
I have not monologued, so I'm one of the no's on this list.
Yeah.
I have not monologued.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I specifically have monologued myself.
I believe Reyna did. I think Reyna did. Yes.
Yeah, because I spent my token.
Yeah.
I am out of every possible currency I have for this game.
Upkeep is happening now.
Yes, because our tokens will reset.
Yes.
But this isn't using monologue tokens, Ronan. This is actually monologuing.
This is just a monologue.
Monologue theme.
Channel your inner Shakespeare, Ronan.
My
From the diaphragm.
Or inner Darcy, if you will.
Oh, yes, your inner Darcy.
I can also help you out and set the scene with you.
I'm pretty sure my ancestors would have been Cockney above all else, to be quite honest with you.
Anyway, all right. Well, I'll go first. I don't mind monologue. Like, I think as far as monologues go, maybe at this point, Emma is packing orders to send to the different houses for pickup. And I think that her monologue is a monologue, but she needs to be talking. She just want to be seen as crazy. So she's talking to Mr. Kensington. So while she's packing orders, she's just like, Mr. Kensington, I'm not sure what we're going to do about Mari. She's been in her room for so long. Perhaps we should bring her some tea. And we've got so many orders to pack, and, well, we need this to survive. I'm just not sure what to do. And she's just like spreading the forest green dress out and making sure that like it's folded properly so that the fabric doesn't wrinkle and isn't wrinkled when it's delivered. And of course, it's in one of those like long gift boxes that are very pretty and presentable and so on. She like packs it up, slides it to the side and says, Mr. Kensington, I don't know how to make Mari feel better. And she walks past the coat that is awaiting its final fitting that has been purchased by Cade, and over to these two dresses that she's built from the fabrics. That the gold one, I believe one of them was gold, one of them was indigo, and one of them was like a silver dress that she built to Mari's size. And she says, I wish she understood that the only thing that love brings is pain. But if she wants to fall in love so badly, I suppose that I must help her. Don't you think, Mr. Kensington? These would be lovely for her dowry. And after all, it's not as if I'll have use for the fabric.
Meow.
I think that's her monologue. I think the meow at the end is perfect. That's perfect for it.
All right. Who else has a monologue up their alley? Up their sleeve? Yes.
Don't be scared to follow up my Shakespearean masterpiece, you guys, okay?
I know Emma's great.
Listen, I took notes.
Be not afraid. Be not afraid. I can also set people up.
You say this after I gave my speech?
I'm sorry, you already had an idea.
I did my part.
I'm gonna pick someone soon. So
You set me up, I can go for it.
I got you. Okay. Lune, you are at home getting ready for the first big ball of the season. I don't know how long it's been since you participated in these events, or if you've like the last time you were in Royal City at all. But what does your character feel about the fact that upcoming ball, but also your friend of a very long time, Princess Imen, is going to be actually dancing at this ball. She doesn't usually dance, but she probably will. She's danced at other places now. And so what is that history like? What is going through your mind as you kind of like get fitted for your kind of outfit for this ball?
I feel like as the fitting is going on, like on the far side of the room, there are a pair of candles, and you see Lune gesturing between the two of them and making the flame jump from candle to candle back and forth. Like they'll be like moving and they'll sit there, and then once they like get fidgety, you'll see the flame jump and just kind of zoning out. I am worried about this season. I have not had much interest in taking a spouse, much to my father's chagrin. And I know that it is something that I will not be able to avoid for much longer, but I cannot help the desire to focus on others instead of myself. I'd really rather not think of anything I have to deal with at the moment. It is easier for me to help. I have the capacity and acumen and ability to do so. And given Imen's very interesting personality, she may need a little assistance. I worry that people will be too intimidated by who she is to be someone who is good for her. So I must find a way to, if she finds out I'm doing this, she will kill me. I have to be subtle and find a way to involve myself in this season. I could solve another problem. Mateo spoke of having a need. I should talk to him about that first. But first Imen, then Mateo. First Imen, and then Mateo.
I think as you kind of repeat that, you have the little flame like bouncing in between these candles, and we'll kind of like fade away from that to Cade. Where are you? Where is your monologue happening?
I feel like it's in his apartments, in the central city. There's 3 tiers to the cake, right?
There's 3 tiers to the cake. There's the Royal City, the middle district, yes.
Yeah. He's in a property that borders that park that's open to everyone, and he's probably addressing Elias, who's just standing in the back of the room quietly boring holes into the back of Cade's head. Because I've been doing a lot of business since I got here, but not the business Elias wants me to be taking care of.
Correct.
So it would probably be along the lines of, I can hear you breathing back there. Yes, I saw the list. I'll take care of it. I need you to take care of a few other things for me. I've got some irons in the fire that if I'm taking care of this wretched ball, I'll have to be firmly ensconced in. I'll be heading up to Miss Emmeline's shop this afternoon for the final fitting and to pick up the suit for the Withers ball. Don't even ask me. I know why you're wondering why I haven't done it sooner. We both know you're not truly wondering anything. She did not seem tremendously interested after the first dance. So, no. if you're done silently berating me, I'll be on my way.
I think you turn around and like turns out he has not been there the entire time.
You gotta watch him.
He's like halfway through that, he's like, all right.
The slow burn is gonna kill us all.
Oh, okay. Beautiful, wonderful monologues, everyone. Re-up your resolve tokens so that you have your monologue tokens also re-upped.
How many resolve Woo! That didn't happen for a while. How many resolve tokens do I go back to?
5.
Okay, thank you.
Now that we are all re-upped, we have done monologues, all our resources are back, we're going to move into our novel phase. So actually we're going to stick with Cade here, and we're going to pull a scene together with Emma and Cade as you walk into Emma's store to pick up your package. What? Your
phrasing.
What is happening? Oh, wow.
It's a romance game.
Yeah, this is large print romance. Behold the large print.
Notice how I said nothing. Emma, little bell signals that you have a customer coming in.
Emma looks worn. She has got her tailor's apron on. Her chatelaine is like attached at the waist. You can see that she is working on someone else's dress, trying to finish, like, this is probably like the last piece she's going to be able to finish before the ball tonight. No sign of Mari at the front. So when she hears the bell, she calls out and says, "I'll be with you in just a moment. Do forgive me. I'm quite busy."
Take your time. Have I caught you at a bad one?
And Emma is startled by Cade, and there's like a sound of her like bumping into something, and like, just no, not at all. I'm fine. And like she's caught the dressmaker's dummy that she almost knocked over, which would have ended in a domino effect and been terrible for everything. And she straightens it up and like sort of dusts herself off and walks out, and says, Mr. Nomanson, I'm so glad you were able to stop by.
Well, I do need a suit before tonight's dance, but you don't have to rely on formality with me. You may call me Cade.
Oh, Mr. Nomanson, thank you so much, but I prefer to keep things a bit more businesslike.
As you will. How do you prefer I address you?
You may address me as Miss Kidoga, or if you prefer, Emmeline.
Not fair for me to use your first name when you won't use mine, Miss Kidoga.
Of course. Well, perhaps then we shall keep things a bit more formal. It's for the best. After all, society wouldn't have it any other way.
We have...
Did you not bring your butler with you?
Oh, no, I leave him at home as often as possible.
More disapproving glances, I suppose.
Oh, it's intensified since last we met. Let's not tarry over those details.
Well, if you're all right with just you and I fitting, otherwise, I can call Mari, my assistant down here, and she can keep an eye on things. Make sure that nothing untoward happens. We'll make you feel better about that.
Oh, my feelings are rarely ever taken into account on anything. When at all possible, I prefer to deal directly with the artist in question. Middlemen tend to complicate things.
Well, of course. Just remember, we should be keeping things businesslike.
I should keep my hands where you can see them. How does that sound?
Certainly makes me feel better. In any case, your suit is right here. And she walks over to a dressmaker's dummy where this beautiful deep blue velvet like jacket has been sort of set up, and it's a whole outfit that she's like kind of put together. She's obviously sewn the coat, like this beautiful deep blue velvet coat, and we're not talking crush velvet here. Don't even come out with this shit. like real velvet. Like, and the nap is aligned. It's all going in the same direction because she knows how to fucking sew. Not that I'm bitter about this shit or I've built velvet shit before. Anyway, and there's like this beautiful like silk shirt. It's not pearl silk. It's like, it's very much like a silk shirt that's in like a soft cream color that has pants that are, they're not cream. They're more of like a beige. And it looks like they're a very soft suede, meant to go with like a pair of tall boots or something of that nature. And then the final kind of, what completes the look is this beautiful light blue cravat that's sort of been fastened at the center. It's sewn at the center. It doesn't necessarily have a brooch or a pin, but it's clearly built so that if you have a piece of jewelry that you'd like to put right in the center to showcase, like a gem or a brooch or a cameo, you're able to do that. And she kind of turns it around to show you. I do hope that this meets your standards, sir.
Well, I expected high quality. I was not prepared for perfection.
Your compliment is most welcome. Come, you should try it on. We need to make sure that everything fits properly.
Yes, let's do.
I have a changing room just over there. And she like begins kind of taking the items off of the mannequin and handing them all to Kate.
This being Regency, there's a lot more cloth than probably necessary.
Yes.
A lot of
He
cloth.
takes it, goes in, gets changed. Probably the longest part would be putting on tall boots.
Well, I mean, if he's aware, she doesn't have like tall boots. It's just meant for tall boots. So he'd probably like, if he
He
didn't
wears
have them
tall
on.
boots anyway.
Okay, just making sure.
Because tall boots are rad as fuck.
Yeah. Just remember, everyone, boots before corset. Yay.
Yeah, and he tries it on. He comes out. I'm amazed at how close you got the fit just off of eye.
Oh, well, your butler was kind enough to send me your measurements. I actually haven't seen you at all.
Oh,
This is
that
the first
explains
time
a
you've
lot.
been to my shop, Mr. Nomenson.
It is. Remember that property I was telling you about at Ardon's?
Oh, yes, I do.
This is the one.
She just kind of goes, ah. Like, there's a moment where, like, inner Emma is like, ah, fuck. And then, like, outer Emma's like, oh, is that so?
Yes.
I had no clue that this was the property that you were after.
Oh, yes. I mean, you must know. You have gotten your hands on it. It's a perfect location. It's a beautiful building in an excellent neighborhood.
Yes, that was why I wanted it. I wanted to make sure that my customers had an excellent experience when they were purchasing their garments from me.
Well, I must say the fact that it ended up in your hands does mitigate somewhat the sting my soul received at having that gentleman Stonebrook snake it out from under me.
Lord Stonebrook was generous enough to assist me in the acquisition of this property. But come now, you simply must see yourself in this suit. And she sort of gently guides you to like the three-way mirror, because she has a three-way mirror that you can view yourself from. You see, you look the very epitome of gentlemanliness. Why, any lady of the ton or gentleman of the ton would surely give you a second glance. And she like begins to dust off the velvet, like just kind of smooth the velvet a little bit, and she sort of goes, speaking of that, I did promise that I would find you a suitable match. And well, I have a few suggestions. You might try Countess Dahlia Briar. She's from Solanas, widowed, 2 previous marriages, so she's got the experience of running a household, shall we say. She's very decisive and unafraid to speak her opinions. You'll always know what she's thinking. She's a bit cold, but she's reliable, and well, she'll maintain the order in the house. And if that's not up to your speed, perhaps. And she's going around like checking the fit of the coat now, just like adjusting, making minor adjustments as needed because she's gotten pretty close. She's about maybe 1.5 to 2 inches off, which is about average for your seams. And she's still talking about this while she's doing this. Viscountess Arya Sharp is from Zephyrus. She was divorced years ago, but she is also a patron of the arts like you, and also an accomplished violinist herself, an artist with an artist's eccentricity. Perhaps you might like someone like that. And, well, there's one more. And she has moved up to like fixing the collar and the cravat and just kind of fluffing it up to really make it stand out on the outfit. Marquess Selena Arbor is from Notos. She's a bit of a naturalist and likes to spend plenty of time away from her estate. She is rather obsessed with plants and insects, but like you, she also finds this high society rather stuffy. And if you wish, there's a few gentlemen of the ton that I could name as well. And, well, you've seen Marquess Luna's son and Lune. They've also recently arrived at the ton.
Oh, I'm quite familiar with Lune. We've had a sort of mentor-apprentice relationship in the past.
Oh. And she finishes looking at the cravat, and she actually looks at your face, Cade, and is like, and she's like studying it because Cade has scars, right, on his face.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
not like Phantom of the Opera scars, like Harrison Ford scars.
Yeah, like Harrison Ford scars. She's just kind of like, she's taking a second to like kind of take it all in, and then she takes a step back and says, "There, you're the picture perfect Lord to be, shall we say?"
Then you have the magic of illusion in your hands, then. All these dossiers you've discovered for me of countesses and viscountesses.
Oh, well, it's the least I can do. You've been quite kind to me. It's not every day that someone takes pity upon me and takes me on the dance floor.
Oh, it was not pity.
Oh, then I appreciate you saving me from Lord Stonebrook.
Yeah, that was a side benefit. You happen to be the loveliest woman that I saw that night.
Blue screens, restarts. She blinks twice and says, I'm so sorry. I don't think I've heard you correctly. What did you say?
I said of all the women that I saw at that dance, you were the loveliest.
Perhaps you simply weren't looking around.
Oh, I assure you, I am well aware of my surroundings at all times.
I have something that you might enjoy to touch up just a little bit of the just add that finishing touch. If you'll excuse me a moment. She like immediately runs upstairs. She's tired. She thinks she's hallucinating at this point. She's like, someone must have lit weed in my shop because I am high off my rocker. That's where she's at right now. And she comes back downstairs with a handkerchief, a silk handkerchief, and a small vial. And she says, using this might perhaps give you a little more confidence. Not to say that you need any, but it always helps to perhaps feel as though we are our idealized selves. She's doing her best not to make it sound like bad, and she like pops open the vial and like pours a little bit of this lotion onto the silk handkerchief, and walks over to Cade and says,
and says, if you'll just hold still for a moment. And she puts like a little bit on these scars that he has. And the lotion that she's putting on you feels a little bit cold. And she said, just imagine your idealized self for a moment. And she like does that and steps away from Cade so he could look in the mirror.
I think you would see no difference because he views himself as his ideal self.
He's like, I'm perfect.
I'm perfect as I am. What are you talking about? That's even better. She blinks a little bit and says, oh, well, that's rather odd. Typically that tends to... I suppose I expected something different.
May I ask you a question? Was this tincture magical?
It is. She like laughs and like goes and puts the silk scarf down and tops the bottle. It's something that I was given before my first debut. My aunt felt that a potential match might get bored with me the moment I showed signs of aging. And so I was given this to use so that I would remain appearing beautiful, even if I didn't exactly look the same.
I hope you will forgive my candor, but your aunt was a fool. The marks that life puts on us make us more beautiful, not less.
Oh, she takes a deep breath and she says, that's the first time I've ever heard that.
I think with that, your first time I ever heard that, a little bell dings at the front door.
Oh no.
Reyna, can you remind me what your mom looks like again? I imagine her as just like the same of it's you, but like older and maybe more curlier hair.
Yes, that is exactly it. But I think her hair is much curlier, much darker than hers.
Mm-hmm. Spitting image of Reyna, but with definitely like a lot more laugh lines, a little bit more like chiseled in like the cheeks, as naturally with age, a little bit of like a kind of poofy-ish like sleeves on her dress. She's definitely somebody who like isn't afraid to show up and just be the center of attention. Viscountess Jasmine Lourdes walks into your establishment. She looks fabulous. She kind of always looks fabulous, to be honest with you.
Can I spend a resolve token here?
Yes, please.
To have the Viscountess walk in dressed as like to see Emma and Cade in a potentially compromising position, not like in a weird way, but like in a she's adjusting his cravat kind of way, so they happen to be much more close than they probably should be as two people.
He's definitely making unnecessary eye contact.
I just hear the meme in my head.
Yes, like because she's like
eye contact.
Because she's put the cream away and she was like working while he was saying that last little bit. That's the first time I've ever heard that, as she like adjusts his cravat and then the bell dings.
And she's just kind of has like, I imagine like a tiny little purse, like holds nothing, tiny little purse. And it's in the shape of like a little bird. But it's not a real bird. That would never happen. She would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
She just likes the shape of birds. Oh, hello. Am I interrupting something?
Not at all. She immediately like lets go of Cade and says, Viscountess, how lovely of you to visit. And she immediately drops into a curtsy, like panic.
She's very okay with you panic curtsying. And she will say, I don't think she will even look at Cade, honestly. She doesn't know who he is, and therefore it doesn't kind of matter. So, but you can say something if you wanted to.
When Emma calls out her title and curtsies, he will just do like a formal, like little bow. Not a hurried or nervous one either.
Beautiful. She will look to Emma and say, I've come to collect a dress for my dear Reyna.
Of course. I wanted to... when she was here for her fitting, I encouraged her to try a bit of a different color. And she goes over to the box that's been carefully like where the dress has been carefully laid out, and she sort of opens the lid and sets it to the side so that Viscountess Jasmine can see it. I thought an emerald green might suit her beautifully for the Withers Ball.
Oh, well, she has chosen her own color for her dress.
Do you not agree, Viscountess?
No, but this will be fine.
Oh.
It's quite all right. It's sometimes my dear Reyna, she doesn't know what looks good on her, but it's all right. It's all right. Fine.
Jesus. Perhaps Lady Tabitha might give her some tips. After all, she has such a unique sense of fashion.
She does. I do quite like her. She's so much like me in a lot of ways.
It's such a shame that she had that I heard about what happened to her at the Queen's soiree.
Oh, I was not here yet.
Oh dear. Perhaps you should try asking Tabitha what happened then. After all, I'd hate to gossip.
Oh, of course. You're such a good person. Love seeing you. So we will take this, and I think I'm forgetting something. There's something I...
the payment, madam?
Right.
For the dress for the last season.
We did not take care of that yet.
No. It's still... we still have an open ledger about that,
madam. Of course. I will take care of that. Yes, of course. And she will kind of get her payment settled. She will take out a very lovely, beautiful pouch, heavy with gold pieces. And she will say, well, how much was it? And then you will give an answer. And she will just kind of place it in your hands. She will just do this, and then she was like, I don't know where to put it.
And she just puts it in her hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Of course, I do hope that I'm sure Reyna will look stunning tonight.
Yes, of course.
Surely she will find her match.
And she puts the gold into her cash box.
Well, one will hope so, and hopefully this dress will help in facilitating that. Oh, it's a shame about the color, but what can you do? Looks great. And I mean, the workmanship itself looks wonderful, but I must get going. I have my own. I'm going to attend the ball as well. So.
Oh, of course, Viscountess. May I offer you a pre-made dress, or do you already have another modiste at work?
I already have another modiste at work commissioned.
Oh, of course.
But I will be on my way. Have a lot more things to attend to. He walks away. Something that the camera sees, but you guys don't, is that in her little pouch, which was seemingly heavy with gold, was heavy with just trinkets, not actual gold. What she gave you was kind of the last gold pieces that she had in her pouch, and everything else there's heavy trinkets or rocks, straight up rocks,
straight up pebbles,
just heavy things to just feel heavy. And she will leave with that dress.
Emma looks relieved at having this gold,
and then she looks at Cade and says, will you be paying for your suit? Did you want to leave with it on, or shall I package it for you?
I think I'll wear it out. I'll pay for it here. I will also put a deposit down. I do need, and my poor Lacuna doesn't realize this yet, but I will need a second outfit for Lacuna.
Oh, is he also attending the Withers Ball?
No, but he will be attending another one in the very near future. I have yet to break that news to them. As far as you mentioned, you had pre-made dresses ready.
I do, indeed.
I was thinking about throwing a sort of gala soiree for the folk in the lower city. I would be more than happy to purchase those and make them available.
Certainly, of course. How many would you require?
I'll take them all.
She's trying to keep her jaw from dropping.
All of them.
Of course.
Money.
I would be a fool not to accept such an offer. Mr. Nomenson, will you be attending? Obviously, you're attending the Withers Ball tonight.
I am, yes. Much to my chagrin, Elias will not let me skip this one. Are you?
Oh, I'm a humble modiste. Whatever would I do at a ball like the Withers?
Make connections, make matches. You seem to have quite a memory for the lords and ladies who are available. Perhaps you could accompany me.
Are you inviting me to go with you to the Withers Ball?
Certainly.
And she looks pained, like she wants to say yes so bad. Well, that will depend. I may be assisting my dear clients, the Thornes, in going to the ball. But her ladyship hasn't decided yet.
he will let her off the hook with that, but he will say, "Oh, I do hope she wears that perfume she wore last time. It reminded me of an excellent dance I had once." He'll leave.
She turns bright red. Like Emma turns bright red. This is his way of saying, like, I know who you are, right?
The cream was a dead giveaway.
And
He's
she,
like, girl.
she looks down and says, I shall let her know. Thank you very much, Mr. Nomenson.
My pleasure.
Did you mean what you said?
I generally do, yes.
No, I meant about being the loveliest woman in the room.
Oh, certainly. I have not danced with anyone since, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, perhaps we might dance that way again. Sometime.
Perhaps. I'll let you in on something I haven't told too many people about. I'm planning on hosting a society function of my own in the near future, and you will be receiving an invitation for that one.
Oh. Well, then I shall endeavor to attend.
There are no strings or requirements if you do. And he bows his head.
She sort of nods and watches him leave. Just as he turns his back, there's very much that longing glance of did this really just happen? This man has kind of charmed her, I would say. So
when he gets outside of the shop, he will touch his face on the places she touched it when she put the thing, and he'll smile and just get in his carriage.
That's a beautiful way to kind of as you fade from the scene. That's fine. I'm fine. We're gonna move from. We're gonna follow the box that your Viscountess Jasmine is carrying. We're gonna follow that box all the way from that carriage, from the Lourdes carriage, into their home, which, from what I recall, is kind of almost this natural green space. There's a lot of animals that kind of come and roost, and just a lot of squirrels and also pigeons that kind of realize that this is a good place to hang out. So when the carriage pulls up to the estate itself, which I imagine is just it's on its own lot, it has walls up, fences, the whole shebang. Your mother is going to walk through the halls and into where would you be, Reyna, right now in your home?
Oh, goodness. Reyna would be in her own room, just trying to pass the time. She's not finding anything, or not doing anything, rather, that's of importance. She's just trying to relax and not think about this ball that she doesn't really want to go to, but I think the prospect of knowing that the princess will be there and that possibly Lune will be there.
I'm actually going to put you, if you're okay with this, put you in a more private drawing room, the one that doesn't really open up to guests all that often. So this is a private room for your family. I imagine there is kind of almost a live tree in the middle of this thing. provides a lot of, right now it is kind of like pre-bloom. I imagine it's like some kind of like cherry blossom tree or like a vibe of that. Still not yet open, but like just opening just so that a little bit of pink or purple is showing. But you're maybe like reading a book or something, and your mother, as she so often does, double doors open. She has a box in one hand. She kind of like has her little purse, but then she like immediately like hands off the little purse and the box with your dress in it to a servant who is just gonna stand there and like wait for her to tell her to do something. She usually just like hands it off to people and they just stand next to her. So that's her regular routine. Almost like a human coat rack, if you will.
Oh, no.
And she says, "Oh, I picked up everything that I picked up your dress, darling. I've picked up my dress. I've picked up your cousin Tabitha's dress. And now we have all hats. Are you going to be wearing a hat? You should maybe wear a hat."
Should I? I mean, I don't normally. I mean, I do, but not really out of likeness of it.
Well, you're going to be the only one of us ladies who's not wearing a hat.
Oh, God. Are you trying to bribe me to wear a hat? Is that? And like she like shuts her book, just like shuts it down.
She's gonna sit like really close to you, like right next to you, and like her dress is gonna like overlap with your dress, and she's going to say, "Well, is it really bribery if it's just your mother asking you if you'd like to wear a hat and match her?" I'm not wearing dark green though.
But what are you wearing?
I think I'm gonna be wearing something like a lilac or purple or something like that. I think you're, well, I love your choices, but I do think that the emerald is just a little bit moody. So negative and so sad.
Sorry, as someone who enjoys the color green, it's my favorite color, I'm having feelings about that statement. Anyways.
Why do you insist on being so melancholy?
I'm not being melancholy. Green is a perfectly normal color to wear.
All right, whatever you say. But if you do not get any dances, it will not be my fault.
Well, I danced with the princess. Is that enough for you?
You did? Tell me everything.
I did.
Wait, is she not married?
Right. She's divorced? Oh, you haven't been...
No, I was dealing with the ballroom. It's looking... The frame for the ballroom is up now, by the way.
Yes, the ball, party... The princess and I have been seeing each other more recently.
And
having like little tea parties and just talking and all of that. And well, at the last event, we danced. For a short time.
Okay. This is lovely. This is perfect. It will solve everything. Well, we are, we are using last of our money to build the ballroom, and I also use the last of our money to get that dress for you that I don't love, but you like it, so I bought it. I will be very honest with you, Reyna. Another thing that has kept me away is that I have stopped being able to hear things. Not actually like hear I can hear you and human beings just fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the animals. I've stopped hearing them. It's just terrible. It's like the world is too quiet now.
Is JJ in the room?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
He's in a tree, like in a branch.
JJ, my son. That's literally my child, actually. Well, I don't know exactly what part of this to address first.
What do you mean are you saying that we've run out of money?
Well, no, I wouldn't say that exactly. I just say it means that we need to just be a little more frugal with our decisions.
The ballroom is being frugal.
Well, the ballroom is an investment in something that we will recuperate our losses from once it's built. Worry not. You have your dress for tonight, and there's nothing else to worry about. Now that you have captured the attention of a princess, everything is different now. You just need to make sure that you don't let anyone else get in the way of that. A marriage to a princess would solve all our problems.
Right, Mama.
She will reach out and pull a strand of your hair into your ear, just kind of thread it in there.
And I think you see she actively ignores that and comes to a stand. I should be getting ready for tonight, actually. I will just retire to my room to do so.
All right. Okay. Don't be late. I should get ready too. Oh, goodness. And then she's kind of all of her skirts just rises, and she also gets ready. The person who's the person who's holding her stuff and your stuff, she will give you your dress, your emerald dress, and then follow your mother to wherever she is going.
The apparently depressing emerald dress.
Listen. That's crazy. I think green is a great color.
I don't endorse the opinions of these characters I play.
Writing.
There's a part of me that wants to use a monologue token.
Do it.
I invoke a monologue token as you are getting ready.
If you don't have one to spend, I'll give you one.
I was I forgot that
all right, that's enough, everyone. not again.
Actually, yes, I will use Rodent's monologue token, who he is so gracefully lended me. I would like a monologue of you. What are you thinking? You're getting the feeling that your mom is lying to you, or at the very least not telling you the whole truth. I know this is a monologue and you're not supposed to do things in your monologue, but if you want to snoop, your dad's office is there, and he's not very good at locking things.
Don't give me fuel to the fire. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna set fire to this entire palace.
Light it up.
I think, oh God, goodness. Reyna
got her groove back.
Reyna did get her groove back. And Reyna's groove is burning this entire place to the ground. Reyna is back in her room. I think she takes the time to flop on her bed and just scream into a pillow for 2 seconds. Just to, decompress. But then she pulls herself together and she's gonna do a couple of things. So she's feeling a lot right now. The first thing she's gonna do is write a letter to the princess. It's the only thing that she can think about doing.
Yeah, go ahead.
And in this letter, it is just the same type of letter she's been sending, of doing the correspondence to have the little tea parties and just more close and personal time with one another. But I think it's written in a way that feels slightly off. It feels too rushed. It feels too... It's a mix of formal and informal in a way that she's not normally... She never writes like that. And so she sends it off immediately. And then I think she's going to snoop.
All right, Snoop. Everybody's, even your, obviously, your uncle and your dad, who is here, by the way. Your dad is often overshadowed by your mother, even in the narrative.
I think that's typical across the entire family. That's the husbands are overshadowed by
there.
Tabitha is just part of a legacy, apparently.
Yeah. This is a matriarchy in the Lourdes household. Actually,
right now, things are happening in this matriarchy.
Just happy to be here, dear.
Roden plays all the husbands and dads. I have a feeling. Okay. You snoop into. Actually, I think it would be your It would be your mother's office, not your father's, because your mother is the one who has the title by blood. So she is the one who, and she's also inherited the business. So you go into your mother's office and you find ledgers bleeding red from almost every angle. You will also notice that there's just enough money for your mother to essentially just buy one last dress. Just one dress, one beautiful, lovely dress to be commissioned. That's how much money she's set aside. Your dowry is almost gone. And you also notice that there is a large amount of these debts are to a Baron Rivers. Gambling debts in addition.
Did I not destroy this man? Oh no. Continue.
Yes. So a lot of these debts are to Baron Rivers, who we all know what happened last episode. That is what you discover. Lots of gambling debts on your mother's part, in addition to just bad deals that went wrong. Like she built hotels in weird, obscure places that no one visits, and then they've all shut down. She's like juggling a lot of. It's very much the feeling of a lot of credit card debt that you've assigned to different credit cards, and now she's just moving money around. Mm-hmm. And at some point, very soon, that is going to come crashing down. Baron Rivers is going to come to collect. He isn't. I would say in about like maybe the next month, Baron Rivers will come to collect.
Cool.
Twist the knife.
Actually, I would love. And remember, this is also a monologue, so as you get that information, what is going through your head?
Two things. I think first, there's initially this fear in remembering the interaction that Reyna had with Baron Rivers. And that is quickly overshadowed by a feeling of contentment, because regardless of the situation, she still would have done it. And so she's trying not to be regretful of her past decisions. And she knows that it didn't necessarily hold that much weight to the current situation, because even if she had that interaction with them, it's not going to change the fact that her family's in debt. And I also think there is anger in Reyna, and she's trying not to put it on her parents, but she can't help but do that because it's the only thing that she can think about doing. Because it's clear that, like, sure, she can be mad at Baron Rivers, that's fine. Who isn't mad at this guy? But knowing that her dowry is empty, knowing that, like, ultimately the responsibility falls on her again to keep this family up, just feels like a betrayal that she didn't see coming.
Lovely use of monologue token. Thank you, Ronan.
Thank you.
I think as we
2 weeks in a row, I'll pick on someone next week.
We're gonna like end with that scene for Reyna, just kind of like holding that letter or holding the ledges up. Like I imagine it's like spread across like a very large oak table. How much real trouble your family is in. And that's a great place to take our break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Now's the time to refill your drink, grab a snack, and we'll find out what happens next when we return. Welcome back, everyone. So we've left off with Reyna having this kind of earth-shattering discovery. That's fine. That's happening over there in the Lourdes house. But we're going to kind of fast forward to the night of the Withers Ball. This is the first major ball of the season, and it's supposed to kind of represent both the Withers' beginning of their beautiful relationship, but also to kind of say goodbye to winter and really welcome the coming of spring. As you guys are all getting ready, getting in your carriages, Emma is also getting ready for this ball, coming as Lady Amalia. Yes?
So that's what I wanted to actually talk about because
Yes, please.
Emma hasn't spoken to Maury. And I think that as people are getting ready and rushing for the ball here, you hear carriages rushing by, people like kind of picking up last minute things from some of the shops around them. Emma goes upstairs to their living quarters with like a little like pot of tea and maybe some biscuits. And she knocks on Mari's door. She says, Mari, are you there?
Yes, I'm awake. Come in.
Mr. Kensington and I were worried about you. And she says this as she like pushes her way through the door with this tray. I brought you some tea and, well, biscuits and bonbons. You know, the ones from the last soiree. I saved a few.
Thank you. You're so kind, Emma. Thank you.
How are you feeling, dear?
I'm feeling okay, I guess. And you see, she says that she's like no makeup, completely like she's just in like her home clothes, essentially, as comfortable as she can make herself. She's basically in the equivalent of whatever the Regency equivalent is of like sweats. And she's like, this is as much effort that I can give. I'm all right. I'm sorry. I feel like such a burden.
And Emma sort of sits down next to her and says, puts her hand on her. Like I assume she's on the bed. Is that correct? She sits down next to her on the bed and puts her hand on like her like leg and says, "You're not a burden. You're just sad. I told you not to fall in love with him. Silly." And she says this in a way like she knew that was gonna happen despite her warning. It's not an admonishment so much as a like, you poor thing. Like I know what you're dealing with.
I know, but I guess I couldn't help myself. I don't know. It's just, I guess there's a part of me that hoped against hope, I suppose.
And she reaches out and takes Mari's hands in both of hers. She says, Mari, do you want to follow him? Do you want to go to the Astrum Islands?
Maybe. But he's a prince, and I know that he said it doesn't matter and that his father was a commoner, but the truth is that I don't want to be a princess. I like him as Perseus, not the prince.
He can't help who he is. He's a prince.
And I can't help what I am. I want to be you.
You don't want to be me. I'm an old spinster.
You have a thriving business. You are on your own. You don't need to rely on anyone.
She says, Mari, it's lonely. Mr. Kensington and I are alone because I wouldn't make a suitable match for anyone. You know that. The reason that I started my business, the reason that I did something like this is because I had no other means to survive. My options were to marry a man that was several decades older than me. And I mean, this poor fellow was in his 90s. It was either that or cut ties and start a business. I had no choice.
And well, then I found Mr. Kensington, and she's like, Mr. Kensington is hopped on the bed at this point. She's petting him.
Mhm.
And he was just a little kitten with nowhere to go. So, of course, I fought to survive, not for my sake, but for his. And then for yours. But I never expected to meet anyone or marry. I knew that my future was ruined when I did that. And she's like thinking about Cade as she's talking about this, but she's not like saying anything. Mary, if you don't want to follow him, what do you want to do? Are we going to retire Lady Amalia and Lady Mariana? And return to our lives as just modistes?
We make such beautiful things. And I know it is a bit dangerous. But shouldn't we get to indulge in the beautiful things we make?
She thinks about this. And when she hears the beautiful things that we make, she actually thinks about like what it might be like to dance with Cade at this like kind of occasion, and to actually interact with Reyna, but as herself, not necessarily as Lady Amalia, and see that green dress in person and have the satisfaction of knowing that she looks fan-fucking-tastic and her mom can eat rocks.
Fair.
Because Emma made it, and Emma swears by her work. Okay. Anyway, so she looks at her and says, "You know that impersonating a noble is an offense that we could be arrested for."
Do you wish for Lady Mariana to go away?
I want Lady Mariana to do whatever Lady Mariana's heart tells her to do. Come. And she takes her by, she takes that hand that she's holding, and she like gently tugs her down the stairs and brings her into like where she keeps all of the dresses and shows her the dresses that she's built. I made these for you. These are fabrics that were part of my dowry. I've no use for it, so I wanted to give them to you. A fabric that shimmers like sunlight. A fabric that's as silver as moonlight. And your signature indigo dress.
We may never be a part of high society, but we've already done the worst part, right?
She laughs. She says, I suppose we have. But
so it would be just a waste if we end the ruse now. I mean, how many times will get to indulge in things like this?
Well, I suppose one more night can't hurt.
If we're going to the ball, we should get ready now. Which one should I take?
And she turns Mari to her and like does the thing where she puts both like a hand on either side and just takes a good look at her. Do you wish to emulate the night sky? Shine like the moon, or be as brilliant as the sun, my dear?
I think I'd like to shine like the moon tonight.
Yes, then the silver dress it is. Perhaps you'll catch someone else's eye. And she like does the auntie thing where she like just kind of runs her hand across her cheek, like very lovingly.
And she leans into it, and she feels very safe here. And so, well, Emma, are you going as Lady Amalia once more?
I think that Emma is, because Mari wants to go as these noble ladies. And but this time, instead of dressing in something subdued, Emma goes back upstairs and goes into that trunk, which is it's her dowry trunk. It holds the pieces of her dowry. The last of the gold that she was given for her dowry, it held the fabrics and it held the lotion, which were all pieces of that wedding dowry that she thought she was never going to use. And at the very bottom, she pulls out this really lovely coral-colored gown. And thankfully, even though it's been some time, it still fits. The style it's a little outdated, but not old-fashioned. Like, people aren't going to look at it and be like, oh my God, why are you dressed like a century ago, right? Mm-hmm. People might look at it and go, oh, she's so vintage, you know? And then she changes her mind. And she puts that gown back in the trunk. And I think that she goes downstairs and looks at the indigo gown and puts that on.
Icon.
Because she and Mari are close in size, so a few adjustments here and there are fine. But yeah.
Beautiful. Perfect. Lovely. You guys get ready. You guys call a carriage to get your Uber Black, if you will.
Yeah, that's right. We gotta get a carriage. Like she goes back and gets her. She like Reyna's mom is like, I got 2 pieces of gold left, man.
Can I spend a resolve token and have a carriage waiting for them that Kate said?
Yes! 100%. Let's go.
I think she's like, oh, Mari, completely, all you guys are both already dressed. Mari's like, who sent this carriage?
And Emma like goes up and says, excuse me, are you waiting for someone?
I am waiting for the Lady Thorne. I am representing the Nomenson estate.
Oh. And I think Emma, like, really, she starts, like, blushing a little bit. I see. Well, she gathers herself and, like, tries to make herself seem noble, as noble as possible. And she's like, the Thorns have arrived. I think it's time we should be off.
Yeah, Mari nudges you just a little in the back. Just go.
Yeah.
She's this poor girl's panicking. She's the worst noble ever. And she opens up the door and starts to get inside.
Perfect. We're going to switch to Neon. Lune, your carriage. What is the colors of your house?
I believe my house colors are silver and blue.
Silver and blue carriage arrives. You and your cousin Phoebe Adoria Dolly are in that carriage together. What are you guys scheming? Are you guys scheming? What are you guys talking about? Gossiping about? I mean, let's go.
I feel
let's go. What are you concocting?
Luna and Phoebe have like men of the time would carry those like little teeny flasks. They have one and they're like passing it back and forth
Yes,
each
they
other. And it's just like, oh, I cannot believe this. My father, I need, he's so worried about succession and if everything's going to be all right. And I'm here enjoying myself too much. And I can't do this. And that's why I didn't present myself this season. I cannot do this.
Well, I think not to be on your father's side. And like she puts her hands up. She's like, not to be defensive. I think it's time. I think you can do. I mean, granted, you didn't present yourself, but I think I saw the way that the princess looked at you during that dance.
You did. You.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying there could be a possibility.
The princess and I are not that way anymore.
What's stopping you from going back to being that way?
Presence of mind, for one. Princess Imen is lovely, and will not tolerate my foolishness, and you know it.
I suppose.
I need someone who is more comfortable with enjoying life the way I do.
All right, then what about the Viscountess?
Viscountess?
You interrupted her dance.
I did, and I apologize.
And you had a lovely conversation from what I remember you telling me.
Yes, we had a lovely conversation.
So, that's an option.
I think I may have ruined the opportunity with my interruption, but we'll see, I suppose. What about you? Would you supposed to present yourself this year?
No. Actually, no. I don't. No, actually, I think I have like at least another couple of years ahead of me. I don't think. she's fully just like, she like takes the flashes of like a really long.
Because you have so much time.
Yeah, no, I have so much time in the world. So much. Yeah. But your father was the one who said that you should be on the market this season. So
listen, I managed to convince him to wait next season to prepare myself. I wanted to see the lay of the land, which families have available individuals, and how many would likely be in my season after this one. I'm being strategic about this, cousin.
I would like to spend a resolve token here. I would love for Phoebe to know about Tabitha's list.
Okay, we gotta walk through. We gotta walk through this one before I go and just start yapping. So, to what context? Just like knowing that Tabitha has this massive list.
That Tabitha has made like an itemized list of everyone in the ton that is eligible for marriage. Rated. Like she's got, like she did a whole, if an Excel spreadsheet could exist in parchment form, Tabitha has done this.
I was going to add on to this and I say that probably Lune Dolly is pretty high up on that list. They are, what's it called? Well, what is your title? What's your title?
I am a Duke's child.
You are up for Dukeship, and that is just about as good as as she can get without marrying the princess herself.
Yeah, it's like Princess Imen, Prince Perseus, Duke Guywood, then Lune.
Yeah, basically. So you're on that list pretty high. Maybe even like the first one.
I feel like Lune takes the flashback and takes a pull from it.
I mean, and there's also that other thing that might sway your opinion.
Which thing?
Do you know that the lady that like had her rather explosive debut?
Oh, the bird interruption. Yes.
Viscountess' cousin, by the way. Just
really.
Just to, put some pieces together just for you.
I do feel like I'm watching cousins just exist. Exactly how I talk to my cousins.
She may or may not have this list.
Oh, no.
From what I've been told, it's at least carriage long. Or rather, that you could unscroll it in a carriage and there would still be more.
There's not enough of this.
Yeah. Anyways, from my understanding, you're rather high on that list.
Huh?
Just in terms of like who's eligible to be married and like suitable.
I should not be on a marriage list.
I don't know. Maybe she seems like you're well endowed. I don't. She seems rather. I'm not sure what the word is yet. I'll find it. But she's rather peculiar. But clearly, she thinks fondly of you. Enough to put you high on the list. If this has any, like,
Although that does mean I technically would have my pick. No, we are surveying. We are gathering our own intelligence.
When have we been logical about these things?
Like start at some point. Besides, no plan survives contact with the enemy.
I think as you kind of have that kind of natural lull in the conversation, someone will knock on the carriage and announce that you are at the Withers estate. Both of you are led to a greenhouse ballroom that on the outside is frosted glass. It's pretty chilly outside right now. It's the last chill of winter. So whatever you're wearing underneath, you will be wearing coats and have all that stuff on, and then you will kind of a reveal. You step into the greenhouse. Inside the greenhouse, you will see that the first thing that greets you is this beautiful glittering chandelier that is reflecting and throwing all sorts of colors onto the ceiling. You look up towards the ceiling and realize that there are thousands upon thousands of roses hanging from the ceiling, along with beautiful tapestries and stuff like that. There is most of the colors of the roses themselves are solid colors. So it would be red, pink, white, blue, yellow. On the kind of more elaborate pieces that people are able to see in front of them, they have these roses that are from a specific village in Solanas. So Reyna, when she walks in, will be able to recognize them. They are rosette roses from the specific village, and they look like they have been almost painted on with watercolors, all colors of the rainbow. And those are these are the things that you propose to a person when you want to get married to them. But here the Withers have used it as just kind of decor, just to remind everyone what we're here for. You see that on the floor there is a beautiful space for people to dance. There's a painted rose on the ground itself. When you step in, it is quite warm already. It's whether by enchantment, you don't know, or if it's just by greenhouse nature, it's warm enough for you to kind of remove all of your coats. What is Lune wearing to this ball as they walk in?
So Lune walks in and they take off their coat. They're dressed more masculinely, similarly to the first time you saw them. The coat is almost a navy color, and it's mostly is plain throughout the cut of it, but along the bottom end there are little pinpricks of gold that are outlined like constellations, and people who know their astronomy know that that's the first set of constellations that's in the night sky during the spring.
Beautiful.
Oh.
And they're wearing the black silk cravat, and they have a little star on brooch on the front of it. And they're just
I don't think you're an early person, are you?
No,
I didn't think so. So you arrive fashionably late. I wouldn't say that you're actually late. I would say that you're oh yes. The ballroom is already open. People are have their dance cards and things like that. People turn and look at you when you walk in, because there is a Duke's child on here. Anyone's fair game, okay? I'll let you kind of steel yourself.
I feel there's a moment where as they line up to go in, Phoebe and Luna just kind of elbow each other
It's a
straighten up, cousin, straighten up. And then they just kind of straighten up and go in. They cannot help themselves. Anyone of particularly comely visage, so to speak, giving them attention, they're just sort of on the way by. Just the way.
Tabitha, No, she hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, goodness. What great joy to hear that.
That would be funny.
Lune, run, Lune. Don't look back, Lune.
I will say, I'm going to ask this to my players. Who arrives after or before Lune? Who's arrived? Who would like to arrive next?
I'll say Reyna arrives early because she has nothing better to do than to wallow at this party.
Gotta hit the champagne after you look at that ledger.
She's locked in on trying to her best to forget the events of earlier today.
To note, Princess Imen has not arrived yet.
Oh, evil. Evil.
But as Lune arrives, you were already here, probably like, maybe to getting a snack to just soothe yourself, maybe. What are you wearing as the camera pans to you?
Well, yes. I'll start describing it, but I will leave it to Emma to finish describing it because I know that there's a vision that I don't quite see. But it is this beautiful green dress. I think it has the tones of emerald green, but also the tones of like forest green, more so like kind of like towards the bottom of the dress. And I think there's a lot of floral patterning on it. Like the best way I can describe it is like it's not quite lace, but it's ultimately etched into the actual dress itself.
It's woven into the fabric.
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful. Oh,
and then if there's anything else you want to add to that.
It is an empire waist dress, and yes, it has floral patterns woven into the fabric, and it's you can see that there has been a lot of care put into the front, because in the front there is a sort of V shape. It's a reversed, it's almost like an hourglass shape, because you have an upwards V on the bust and a lower and an upside down V on the going down the skirt. And in those openings, you can see carefully pleated pale seafoam organza that really makes the deep greens of the dress pop. And the sleeves are like this gorgeous puff and slash. So you have the deep green kind of swapping with this seafoam. So as Reyna moves, it almost seems like she is shimmering with all of the colors of the forest. Eat that, Reyna's mom!
beautiful.
Put on a hat.
Reyna, you are here. Cade, how do you... There's a part of me that's like, just Cade just like slipped through the back and just kind of like arrived. And I was already here to begin with. Don't.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be a lot of fanfare for him. I think he probably is pretty good at entering into a space without drawing attention he doesn't particularly want. So he's just sort of already there. I would say he's there in time to see both Reyna and Lune's arrivals.
I would like to spend another resolve token here.
Yes, please.
I think that Cade cuts a striking figure in that suit. And I think that many of the ladies of the Ton are kind of or have started to vie for his attention. So it may not he may not be surrounded right now, but as soon as it is permissible to do so, I think that the ladies of the Ton are going to start chatting him up and trying to find out more about him. Specifically, some of the ones that Emma named.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple of the gentlemen of the Ton too.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a gentleman of the Ton out here.
Note to self: find a less capable modiste.
Just as a sidebar to that, I feel like Lune knows how much Cade hates this kind of attention. So as they're working in the room, they'll catch his eye and be like, he's like, yeah, no, it's not so funny now, is it?
Yeah, Lune, you have actually dealt with a fair bit of suitors just trying to get their claws into you. You're very used to that. So to see Cade kind of have to grapple with it, you're just
sucks to suck.
Basically.
I will say not as probably not the last people, but after Lune arrives, which I doubt, honestly. Mari is hoping that they won't get like a lot of fanfare, so that I imagine that she's been like, maybe if we are like a little bit later, people won't like care that we've arrived. So she's like, as much as she wants to have fun at this like ball for the expenses of the rich paying for her and and Emma, she doesn't actually want to like be in danger. So I would imagine that you guys are like not the last, but like more towards the end of those who are arriving.
They're
So
also not particularly important nobles,
No.
so I can't imagine like there'd be any real fanfare for them. They're basically like any other members of the peerage.
Yeah.
And I think while they're in the carriage, Emma has her silk handkerchief and is like dabbing the lotion onto Mari specifically, just to ensure that she won't be recognized. But she's so focused on like making sure that Mari isn't recognized and that Mari's like everything about Mari is like good to go. She actually forgets to put the lotion on her own face. Thankfully, it's a little bit harder to see her face because she did like put a hat with that sort of has a slanted brim, so it covers part of her face. So like you'd have to really like you'd still have to walk up to her to like really recognize her.
once Emma and Lady Mariana arrive, the dance at this point will like kind of hop towards. Go ahead.
May I? Because we didn't get to describe their dresses.
Oh yes, please. Yes, go ahead.
So, and I think that Mari gets out first, and like the glow from the silver dress that she is wearing is what kind of turns heads. Because this dress is like a very silvery, beautiful fabric. Like there's clearly some kind of magical element to this fabric because it literally like shimmers like moonlight as she walks. And like the way that Emma has applied beads to the design makes it catch light just a little bit more. Not so much that it's blinding, but enough that it glitters. And like she's also used like a solid gray silk du peony to offset the shimmer of the fabric too. So it's not like your eyes aren't going to get tired from staring at like a shiny the whole time, right? But like around the empire waist is this sort of band of silk du peony, and like her sleeves are more of this like matte silk du peony, and there's like piping around the collar in that same sort of solid fabric, and it has all been brought together by a silver pin that sits at the center of the empire waist. And she doesn't wear a hat or anything, but she does have like tiny silver flowers that have been woven into her hair.
Beautiful. And what is Emma wearing?
So Mari comes up first, and then Emma, like a black gloved hand, because she decided to wear black gloves because it matches the gown better. Or we could say navy if we want. It's still a shade of blue. Emma pops out unaware that Lune is wearing something very similar to what she is wearing. And the gown that she wears is this deep indigo gown that mirrors the colors of the night sky. And again, this is another fabric that like seems almost magical in nature. And as she gets down, the fabric itself it doesn't shine with light, but it shimmers with tiny pinpricks of it, almost as if tiny golden beads have been woven into the fabric to mimic like the kinds of stars that you would see on a starless night. And this gown is longer sleeves. Like you can see like the standard like kind of mutton sleeve, but there's longer sleeves to it as well that are that again also have this sort of gradient color of the night sky, and that end in these sort of, and like obviously her hands are gloved, but that is what her dress looks like. And she has a beautiful hat that's got its brim slightly canted, so it covers part of her face. And then at the hat itself has a little, it's like, think of an Elizabethan riding hat. It's a similar shape. I can be a little anachronistic here. And then there is a beautiful sort of blue ribbon blue rose that kind of sticks off of the hat band. So both of them cut very striking figures.
Yeah, I think so. I think when you guys walk in, people do turn, even if you have no like no one's announcing anything for you, but it's just the sheer of like the drip. The drip is fire.
Yes.
Go ahead, Beyonce,
100%.
continue on.
Lune will kind of lean over to Phoebe and just go, I feel I'm being summoned.
This is perfect.
Oh, also,
Go. And she just like sits back and she's like,
also, everyone, please, for your lovely detailed descriptions of your outfits, please, everybody take a resolve token.
Hell yeah, we get a resolve token back. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, Vixie should get 2 because she described
I was
mine
gonna say.
earlier.
No, take your resolve token. I don't need to.
How you distribute that is up to you, too.
You can have your resolve token, Ronan. I just worry about the stupid nap on the velvet lining up, all right?
From here, the hosts of your ball, Reginald and Roxanne Withers, are going to announce, they will come out and do the first dance. And then from there, the party will really get started. Reginald and Roxanne Withers will start the first dance. It's been a couple years since their marriage was in the news, but it's been a couple years and they are still incredibly in love. And you see that in the way that they dance and they hold each other. Once the first dance is over, they will also do one more announcement. At midnight, there will be a main event, which is they have something called, that would be recognizable to Lune. They have an Amorna tree. In Zephyrus, when you would like to propose to someone, you go into the jungle. You get, at peak ripeness, you get an Amorna fruit, get it off the tree, and you have to cover it in a cloth and keep it covered. You have to do this excursion at nighttime because the fruit spoils and overripes when exposed to sunlight.
It's an avocado. No.
An avocado.
Fine, as long as it stays on a tree.
As long as it is kind of like, oftentimes the jungle has really, really like intense canopy cover, so when they are in their natural habitat they are pretty much fine. It's bringing them out and presenting it to somebody else that where it can get tricky. You will cover it, bring it home to the person you would like to propose to, and it is basically a task of love, an effort of love to give this to someone, and it represents all the things that you would do for someone to just keep them happy and to stay with them. And it's also, you can fail at this. There are guards, but I'm going to be honest, Lune knows this. The guards are mostly there for show, like just to make sure you're not a coward. You're supposed to like, it's a very much a ritual to like sneak past the guards and the guards will be like, nice job. But so they have an Amorna tree that is going to have its first bloom at midnight. The fruit itself won't be ready until the end of the season, but they have like star-like blossoms that kind of open up and will create the fruit later. But the first bloom is at midnight, so that's a big event that will happen later. But before then, there's a lot of things to be done. Dancing, gossiping, general libations. I'm going to throw it to my players to like call out scenes, bring each other into the fold for whatever scenes you'd like to take. Dion, Lune's ready.
Gunning for the thorns.
Oh, geez.
Kate's just happy some of the heat's off him now.
Well, you're being accosted by women.
yeah,
They're like,
Kate,
hold on.
Yes, for sure.
They're pretty
People are
boys,
accosting
too.
you now.
yeah, it's pretty boys too. Everyone's like, dance with me, Cade.
You'll hear, if I had known we were to match, I would have introduced myself sooner.
And I think that like, I think that Emma turns around. Mari has wandered off, and Emma has been just sort of standing there kind of in awe of like this beautiful place that she would never normally see. And when Lune speaks, she sort of jumps because people like to catch her by surprise for some reason. And she turns around and says, and like, thankfully, her hat kind of hides her face. And she says, "Oh, good evening." And she like gives a little curtsy because she's not sure who you are. I didn't realize that we had selected similar outfits.
I'd like to think of it as a moment of providence.
Providence. Funny you should say that.
I'm Lady Amalia. And you are?
Lune, Reyna, darling.
Oh, I see. A duke's child.
Much to his chagrin.
I wouldn't say so. You certainly know how to dress yourself.
I can't embarrass my household too much.
Oh, of course. And what brings you to the Withers Ball?
It is my first time back in the royal city in a fair amount of time. So I wanted to get the lay of the land again, so to speak.
Well, as you can see, the lay of the land seems to be moving towards, well, Mr. Nomanson, to say the least. As she, like, kind of inclines her head to the gaggle of women around Cade.
Lune will kind of lean to try and see if they can catch Cade's eye.
It's like if they do, it's like, oh, you're good.
That's
Your
a good word for it.
Have you seen the Viscountess, Lourdes? I heard she had a new dress, and I would love to see what it looks like.
Oh, interesting. I have not seen her yet, actually. I was just, I saw that I perhaps maybe had an opportunity for connection.
Oh.
She like, as if remembering she's a noble, she like delicately sticks her hand out this time. She doesn't like shove it in Luna's face like she did with Cade. She's gotten better. She's getting better, you guys.
She's learning.
There's certainly an opportunity.
I noticed that you are not here with a Lord Thorne, or am I assuming?
Oh, no, there's no Lord Thorne.
And she thinks fast because she's like, why is there no Lord Thorne, Emma? And she's,
I'm a widow.
My apologies. I did not mean to disrespect.
Oh, of course not. It's been quite some time. After all, Martin...
It can't have been that long. Kind of gives you like a look, like it's one of those like, surely you're not as old as you're claiming you are kind of thing.
Emma like kind of reaches to her face and realizes that she hasn't put on the cream, and she kind of has an oh shit moment, and she sort of ducks her head and she says, well, it's long enough. A couple of years.
I see. I think if it will help ease your comfort at this event, then I may perhaps rescue my friend. Looks back over towards Kate.
She smiles a little bit and says, well, your friend must be very handsome to attract that much attention. And like there is a note of bitterness there.
Don't let him hear you say that. He'll never agree with it.
Well, I suppose he just tells any woman that they're pretty, and there you are.
That is not part of his game. I hate to admit it, but it's probably closer to mine.
Oh, do you tell any woman that she's pretty and hopes of winning her favor?
Only the pretty ones.
Well, thankfully, you seem to be seeing things clearly. And because you've not told her that she's pretty. So.
Was moving in and then you sped up. I'm a widow. No, we're not stepping into that.
I was like, he's dead.
He died. Oh no.
Or he could be.
But the way he's flirting, he might be. Anyway, so but anyway, no. I think that Emma kind of like looks at Lune and says, well, I suppose he's not like that, but the impression he's giving is certainly that of a rake, at least right now.
Perhaps we might let him suffer a bit more.
Kate catches your eyes. I am drowning over here.
Kate's already like SOS sign language.
Please. Can I send a resolve token?
Oh God, what are you
Okay, thank God. I've been waiting.
Reyna's out here like, yes.
I was like, no one's gonna go after him, right? Cool. Reyna, I spent a resolve token so that Reyna can get Kate out of the sea of eligible suitors.
There is indeed a sea.
Because Reyna still has to talk to Cade because of the letter.
Yes. Yes.
Forward thinking.
Please.
And it's more prevalent than ever. I think Reyna kind of slips her way through the crowd. I think actually she comes behind Cade. I imagine that it's just like a lot of people facing like Cade forward and not like circling him.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
So I think Reyna
went back into a corner.
Backing you into a corner. Reyna gently comes up behind you and goes, Cade Nomenson, is it?
He turns around. It is. Are you the Viscountess Reyna Lourdes, by chance?
I am. I see you have quite the crowd ahead of you.
Yes, it does appear to be the case. However, we have outstanding business, I believe.
We surely do.
He turns around relieved to the crowd. If you'll excuse me, I must have this conversation privately.
Yes.
I'm playing all of the people.
They're disappointed.
So disappointed.
So, pulling rank, Viscount pulling rank.
I know. Really.
And she just gives like a curt smile to the rest of them, but it's also like dripped in like a little get out of here.
Oh my God.
That is actually the vibe.
Go away.
And
I'll spend a resolve token if Tabitha was one of them.
I don't think there needs to be one, actually. I think save your token. I think Tabitha is just in that crowd.
Tabitha, I think Tabitha just wanted to see who it was. And when she saw that it was like Cade, she was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
He's like D tier.
Yeah.
No title. Old.
Old. He's filthy rich.
Yeah.
Though.
Tabitha would be the one that was like, but he's so old.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Exactly. You get the stink eye, but of course you're able to get away from everyone. Go ahead.
If Lune sees the rescue, what they'll say is, oh, I believe someone has beat us to the...
Yeah. How far away is Lune?
It's like close enough to him to be giving like Cade the ha eye, like occasionally. Yeah. So definitely noticed it was Reyna, and it was just like, oh, I believe he's already been rescued by the...
As soon as you stop,
my token.
I would no, I actually want to spend a resolve token.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes. As soon as you stop, because Emma also sees this. And at this point, Emma's annoyed. Like she feels this very a very new emotion for her of this annoyance. And she she sort of she doesn't bite her lip. It's not like that visceral, but it is this there's a look in her eye, an almost glare that she gives Cade, and she says, and I think that she will take Lune's hand very gently if Lune will allow it, and says, would you be my first dance of the night? And will guide Lune out to the dance floor, similar to how Cade pulled Emma on the dance floor on their very first meeting.
Get me out of here! I was gonna say that Reyna was gonna be a little bit cheeky and look at Lune in the eyes and give a little wink and then just call it as they walk away with Cade. But you know what? That also happened. That's crazy.
You could do that while this other thing is happening. Emma's still gonna be annoyed.
Yeah, Reyna's not on the market for Cade.
No, absolutely not. I know this. Emma's just like, Cade's a fucking player. Obviously, he lied to me. This piece of shit. That's her mind mentality right now.
Cade has not noticed that the Thorns are at the ball yet.
This is perfect. This is beautiful.
Like, I feel like if Reyna and Lune do like the face thing, Reyna's like, ha ha, and Lune's just like stone facing her a little bit, just like,
Gives her a little wink. She's like a little cheeky about it.
What a dream.
What a dream.
Okay. Lune, Emma, go out for a dance. Kate and Reyna, what are you guys talking about?
Well, business. Are we dancing through business, or are we just off talking somewhere?
You guys don't have to act it out. You can just kind of like the general gist of...
Yeah, I think I will say that they're dancing through business. I think it's funnier that way.
Yeah.
Because they have to cross the paths of the people. So I like being a little messy.
I love your brain.
Messy,
Like-
let's go.
I like the idea that every time the two groups get close, Reyna steers the dance so that Kate is like facing in the opposite direction and doesn't quite see them.
Yep. And I think it's like in very pivotal moments too, where she's trying not to like. I think here's what I will say. I think Reyna and Kate's conversation is definitely about what Kate had presented in terms of like the business proposal and all these things. Mm-hmm. But I think Kate specifically does sense an urgency in getting this done a lot faster from Reyna.
mm.
Okay, yeah. I will add one thing to my appearance because Emma left the spot on the cravat for a decoration. He does have it's like a gem of a kind set in a very sort of crude round metal coin that he has like nestled in there. A keepsake he's had for some years. A lucky item, if you would. But he does pick up on that urgency, and he'll just the dance that they do is more. There's space between them. It's more of a formal style dance. And he's like, "Yes, I have an opportunity I would like to pick your brain about, as we say in the Wild Homes. I am in possession of vast amounts of property, and I understand your family deals in property as well. I understand that procuring new property can be a costly endeavor, since I have property that is largely lying fallow in many places. These places, I do believe, would be suitable for hospitality businesses, such as your family indulges in, bed and breakfasts, hotels, things of that nature. Would you be interested in your family? I would build the buildings, obviously, running these establishments for me for a cut of the profit.
I would be delighted in that offer. I mean, naturally, I would have to speak to my parents about it, but considering at some point I will be inheriting a lot of these responsibilities, best to get ahead of it now.
I do have a penchant for finding the person who actually makes the decisions in any organization, and all of my research has led me to you.
I appreciate your kindness. As much as I do make some of the decisions, I fear I am still boxed in some regard, but never the matter. That is rather irrelevant to the conversation. The answer is yes. I would love to work with you.
Excellent. I can have my people draw up papers and proposals for you to look over at your leisure. We can schedule a time to meet again.
That sounds wonderful.
I must say, you look quite fetching in green.
Well, you seem to be the first person to say that to me tonight. My mother thinks otherwise. But then again, her and Tabitha seem to have their own delicate tastes, so...
I just want to say that Tabitha is probably dressed in like bright orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tangerine.
Homegirl's channeling her inner pumpkin.
Yes, safety orange.
Safety orange.
Safety orange.
So the rest of us can see her coming.
If you will.
Yes.
I was thinking by the time you guys finish your dance is right about the time when Princess Imen arrives. She is decked in something a lot more feminine than she often wears. So she has kind of this, again, umpire waist, but like right in the middle of it. She has like this kind of sheer sleeves so you can see her arms, her broad shoulders.
Her toned arms.
Her very
Look, we're already old.
But she has like, I think like a lot of like accoutrements of roses all along, like kind of like square collar. And I think she's dressed in a much more of like, I know it's very like fashionable to do the umpire waist right now, but I think her silhouette, it's still umpire waist, but a little more poofy, I guess. Just a lot more presence, not just, and also I think she's wearing like really exquisite jewels. I think her hair, which is like usually in like this really long, like a very long braid or just very loose down, she's all like up right now. And she has in her hair threaded a gold and silver cords that have like little roses of every kind of gem color, kind of like weaved into her hair. And like the tower that right now is her hair. And she's just wearing just very fine jewels. And she's arrived. She's announced. But after that, she has like, she does not arrive with her mother, just because I feel like that would kill the vibe. So she is kind of honestly like a little bit escorting herself in that she can do this by herself and she can arrive as a suitor on her own. She has her own seat, just kind of, the Withers has set up like almost like a little platform for her to sit, just at her own space. And she sits there and just kind of, Lune, Reyna, for people who know her, she's like, I don't know, actually, I haven't done this in so long, I actually don't know what to do. Usually she just like drinks and she just like, so she's right now she's just sitting there and she's like, I should probably ask someone, but like I don't like any of these people on a personal level. So she's like looking and scanning the room for someone who she can talk to. I'm gonna use a resolve token and say that Baron Rivers if nobody stops him, he will talk to the princess because nobody else is doing it.
I'm not letting that man get anywhere near the princess.
Look, I'm not above arranging a petty four table accident for him.
Yeah, I'm not above it.
Reyna, go ahead.
I think Reyna, by this point, Cade and Reyna have like parted ways in terms of the dance. And upon Reyna seeing the princess walk in, is already making her way over. I think in her head, she's trying to rectify the fact that her dance was interrupted the last event that they were at. And she's trying to get ahead of that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know. I don't know if she notices the Baron.
Okay, I'll take it. What do you?
That's funny.
I could smell him the second he walked in.
Crazy.
He doesn't smell bad. He just smells very strong. Axe body spray for sure.
Oh no, that's horrible. It's migraine inducing.
Dying.
You walk him. He walks past people and they go, oof, oof. But Reyna, what do you say to kind of like get ahead of him? What do you say to the princess when you arrive?
This is gonna be really, really crazy to me. I think Reyna obviously does like the formalities, like nice curtsy, all that jazz. But looks up at the princess and goes, I feel the last time that we found ourselves in a predicament like this, I did get interrupted. I'm hoping that's not the same tonight.
I can arrange that. And she will have her dance with you.
Yes. Fair reverse, you're not getting it tonight. You're not getting anywhere near her.
I think that
Step on his toes.
Step on my toes, like stop.
To the line, Baron.
I would like to ask a question here. Well, actually, I would like to use a monologue token here because I can do that.
Oh, no.
But basically, like what I'm seeing in my head is this scene is happening. Like Reyna's beautiful scene with the princess. They're about to take off on the dance floor. If her and Cade's dance has ended, then so has Lune's and Emma's, or Lady Amalia's. And I think that Lady Amalia gives a polite curtsy to Lune and looks up. I want to know if there's a moment where Cade and Emma meet, like a gaze, like if do they see each other, and how does Cade feel about seeing Emma with Lune?
I will say
Well, Lady Amalia.
that Reyna's dance with Cade was relatively brief because they were just discussing the possibility of business, and then Reyna sees the princess and sort of makes her excuse. Cade's not gonna. Hey, I understand. Go for it.
Yeah.
And so before your dance with Lune ends, he's actually chatting with the Withers because he has business dealings with them. They're quite famous for going on long trips, and he helps manage some of the estates.
Yes, they are.
And I would say, as the dance ends, is when he notices Lady Amalia. And even though the smile on his face talking to the Withers was genuine, when he catches sight of her, if she is looking his way, like his smile changes, and it becomes more like a sun rising on his face kind of vibe.
So bad she's mad at you. Anyway.
I don't know if Emma sees that part, but that's his reaction. He's not a jealous person by nature.
Oh, no. Emma is. Emma is. Don't worry.
I didn't even notice that. I think I'm going to use one of the princess's resolve tokens. She has to have a scene with Lune. I think it needs to happen.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no.
You're gonna do Reyna like that 2 weeks in a row.
Lune doesn't know Emma, right?
No, they haven't met yet.
Okay, cool. Because I think that Lune is close enough to see under the hat. And like what everyone else has seen of Lady Thorne has been this illusion of like a 40-year-old woman who's very, like, she looks aged. She looks like she should be a widow. The woman that Lune sees is 30 years old, and for all intents, despite saying she's a widow, she doesn't seem like a widow. She seems almost it's not even that she's too young to be. It's more that there's something about her that says she's never been married.
Ooh, I think is there anything I will say? I think the dance between Reyna and the Princess Imen, she's gonna say one thing as you guys are dancing, and she's gonna say, "Thank you for saving me. I was worried that really no one wants to talk to me, and you know what? Usually I would be fine with that, but I cannot." I think as you get to step close together, and she says, "I cannot be coronated if I'm not married." And you're like, "Oh, you've been with your husband for a while." She's postponed her coronation multiple times because in this kind of like in her royal family, oftentimes people who are going to become a king or a queen will have one big royal city project that they add, kind of like, because the city is tiered, they like add statues or buildings or like parts of the city to add to their kind of legacy. Princess Imen has been working on hers for like 4 to 5, and she's going to be done with it pretty soon. And that's when she's coronated. Like, that's when like she becomes queen. But because she doesn't have a husband or a partner, cannot be coronated without it. As you guys are like very, very close together, she'll admit that to you. And it's like a real worry of hers. And you can see that like even most of the time, nothing rattles her. And this throws her off. I don't think it rattles her like core. I don't think that can even happen. But I think that it's like, it annoys her, disturbs her. There's something off about her. And she just says, "Thank you for being a friend." You're like, "I'm friend zoned." No, you're not. You're not. No. Not really. But she just says I don't think she's actually friend zoning you. She's just
Okay,
like,
thank God.
"You're close to me."
That's how it starts. That's how it starts. Just saying.
Sure. Yeah, I think. Oh, I can't fumble the bag on this one. Ugh. I think Reyna keeps like just like the closeness of the two of them together, not in like a forceful way, but more just like they're in this space, and I don't think she wants to necessarily leave it quite yet. And says, "Well,
Then I think it's best that we find you a match.
I would like to spend a resolve token here.
No.
I think just as you say that, one of the other dancers bumps into Imen, pushing her just close enough to you for more than a little bit of a contact.
I think I'm gonna add on to this. Imen is so much taller than you.
Oh yes.
If somebody bumps Imen, it's like actually you who might go down.
Oh jeez.
So she's like, oh, and then she will like grab you. It's very easy for her to grab you. If you like step a little bit on your dress, because it is longer than usual, it's a ball gown.
Yes.
So step a little bit on your dress, you're about to go down, and she just like catches you by the waist.
I was just about to say, oh yeah, Reyna's gonna like fully like grip her much tighter than she normally would, because she's been keeping a rather like polite dance form. This is not that anymore.
So yeah, a little mishap, and I think, oh God, there's a part of me that's like, would she do that? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I think she'll like dip you and then like make it like a part of the dance. And she like brings you up and she says, well, I couldn't very well make people think we misstepped.
See, Reyna's like fully blushing. She doesn't say anything. I think this is the first time in their long history that Reyna has been like not able to garner a quick response.
I think you don't have a response, and the princess says, finally.
Best resolve token I've ever spent.
Whether that means like finally she's made you speechless or finally you've stopped talking. It's a little bit of both, because I think the way to Imen's heart is through like let her gab at you a little bit, and then you can also do that to her. That is her like letting you in, and because she knows she doesn't have to be super proper all the time. But I'm going to spend my resolve token.
Oh, snap.
As I'm going to try to finish all my things with the princess in one sitting. She is going to pull aside Lune for a conversation. They're going to step out of the greenhouse for a bit. So you guys will take your coats. As you guys step out, a little bit of frost. Oh, like, you can see your breath like on the air. I'm sorry for the way that I reacted to you at the soiree the other day.
And Lune, not quite like grasping the gravity of that, will kind of just, I'm sorry, who are you and what have you done with the princess?
You're clearly going to be here for the season. And I would like for our relationship to not be whatever it was before.
We are of one accord. You are a magnificent person, princess, but I too am magnificent, and I feel that two magnificent people that is not one must shine, and there's too much shining together there. I feel, I'm sorry, but I appreciate you mentioning it. I did not know how to bring it up.
I talk for a living, I think. That's how that works. Diplomacy, right?
I'm going to have to start brushing up on that, actually.
For what reason?
My father is being insistent.
He has sent letters to me.
What?
Oh, just casual things. I like to keep up with him. He's a good man. He has mentioned that he's insisting that you marry this season, but therefore he has attempted to, not accost, but try to get me as one of those suitors, but I successfully turned him down.
All right. I can have that separate conversation with him later. I'm so sorry. I don't know why he's gotten like this.
I think he's just worried for you.
I'm fine. I'm always fine.
You are alone. Most of the time, except for when you're not.
Not all of us have matched pairs.
I think he just wants to know that his only child is taken care of and with someone who, when he's gone, he wants to know that you're not the only person walking alone in the world.
About those we choose to walk with in the world. I do not want to overstep. However, I would like to be more careful with what I'm about to say because it is serious.
He says serious and she goes,
I noticed that the Viscountess was speaking with an old friend of mine, and they seemed to be talking about some kind of business venture, which is fine, but one cannot eliminate the possibility that she is... There's no real polite way to put it.
spit it out.
Crown hunting.
I think that you say crown hunting, and her face falls. Lune, look at me. You truly think that?
I don't know.
But you suspect it.
I would suspect it of anyone going at
The princess, I see. Now you make...
I want them to like you for you.
And what if people don't? You do not...
Amen.
Here's what you've never understood. I do not have the luxury of people liking me for me.
If anyone in this world should, it should be you.
If I wait for someone to like me for me, I may never marry.
Is that so bad?
I am not an easy person to get along with.
No one is.
You are?
No, I'm not. You know I'm not.
You are. To me, at least. Too easy, I think, actually. Can I ask you a question? If I made a proposal, would you have ever said yes? Would you have ever been my consort?
Genuinely?
Yes. I would like for once in my life for someone not to lie to me.
No. I am not built to be someone's consort. I make myself unreliable on purpose. I do not wish to be anything other than myself, and you need someone who can support you. You need someone to have your back. You need to have someone who is good to you. And I'm not sure that I could have been.
At least we had it out then. I always wondered, and wonder no more. Thank you for your concerns. I'll keep my eye out on the Viscountess.
If it's any consolation, I hope I'm being wrong and overly suspicious. I really want to be wrong.
Me too. At the moment, she is one of the only 2 people I can stand in that ballroom.
Who's the other?
You, unfortunately.
But I'm not in the ballroom.
All right. God, semantics. I think she's going to push you a little bit.
Lune will take the push 2 far, just
So are you going to... Never mind. Thank you for your honesty.
Princess, you should head back inside before someone notices we're talking out here. I'd hate to ruin your chances.
Thank you. I think she will, touch your arm before leaving. She will come back inside.
Lune will wait outside an appropriate amount of time before returning back into the...
So like this, while the stars are nice tonight. And I think
the air's nice and cool out here.
nice and chill.
And I think that's where we will end our adventure tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on this game of Good Society and the story of the secret ways of love and magic. I couldn't have told this story without the incredible players at our table. Why don't you tell the audience where they can find you and what you'll be up to next? DJ.
Oh my goodness. Hi everyone, I'm DJ. And tonight I played Reyna Lourdes, Viscountess Reyna Lourdes. I have to remember that. But I am a photographer, writer, producer. I do many things, wear many different hats across the sphere. But you can find me on here when I'm playing on Good Society, which I adore. And you can also find me on Sundays playing over on Record of the Realms. I'm playing my tiefling who has no problems whatsoever. And we'll see where that takes us as we finish out the end of the Darkness arc. But yeah, Neon.
Hello. I am Neon Saline. That's neon like the light, saline like the drip. And I was playing Lune Dolly tonight. A lot, actually. I'm like, oh no.
Played so much Lune Dolly tonight.
You can find me most places on the internet under Neon Saline, except for Blue Sky, which is neonsaline.com. If you want to know where I'm going to be, other places, that's where you should look, because I post all of my announcements there. My next thing I'm doing is tomorrow night on my channel, which is Neon Saline here on Twitch. Yay. I am going to be doing a tabletop RPG Yap session with an old friend of mine. So we're going to talk about like all the games we played and probably our characters and probably get distracted and talk about 5 million other things. But I am really excited because she's my first guest. I'm really excited. So I hope you guys come through. And I'm going to popcorn it over to Ronan.
Hi, I'm Graphical Ronan, also known as Jason, and various other names in various other places. But you can find me most places under Graphical Ronan. I will be every Friday. I'm in a D&D campaign on Ruinous Paths D&D. Later in the month of March, I'll be starting up an ongoing show on High Shelf Collective called Mun D&D, where we play anything but D&D. And Orbo Blues right here on Pocket Dragon Pub, starting up the Fabric of the Universe, GM'd by OMG Holly D. We got a great cast over there. We're already in the shenanigans.
Yes.
That brings us to Vixie.
Hey, everybody. My name is Vixie Bell, and I've been your friendly neighborhood player here at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I sometimes run, play, and produce games. Tonight, I'm wearing 2 of those 3 hats. So happy to be here. And I played Emmeline de Quiroga, who, as we can see, is living her life very independently. Very, But yeah, and I have all of the news coming from the Pocket Dragon Pub because we do have quite a few upcoming projects. As always, you can find The Secret Ways of Love and Magic airing here on most Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to tune into Twitch for the latest episode of our Good Society adventure. And if you miss it on Twitch, you can always catch it on YouTube the following Monday. Remember that this game is about 5 strangers that are going to stumble into romance, intrigue, and just a dash of magic in this beautiful and fantastical world of Cardinal. Of course, Ronan was just talking about this, the Fabric of the Universe, which is our Orbital Blues campaign. That'll start up March 1st. Game Master OMG Holly D will be returning to the table to run the Orbital Blues adventure, The Fabric of the Universe. Among rusted ships and forgotten worlds, the space western will follow drifters, settlers, and outlaws who must find the truth in a universe where the only constant is love. For more information, be sure to check out all of our social media to find out exactly what we have coming up. Thank you so much, and I'm going to popcorn it back over to you, Tadana.
Hello. And as for me, I have been Tadana Joy. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, I think Blue Sky, at Tadana Joy on everything. Thank you for watching and see you guys soon. Bye.